Alright, y'all, so I ain't gonna lie, I was super fucking lazy this morning. Yes, I traded. Yeah. Yes, I traded. So, that's good, at least. But when I was filming, bro, I was just being mad lazy with it, bro. If I'm gonna be completely honest, though, little disappointed in myself. Anyways, let's instead of me, you know, instead of me being a dum let me show you guys what I traded off of today. So we did have bullish bias, but the reason why I was looking to the downside is because we had consolidation lows to target, and we had London session lows and Asian session lows. Okay. Which is another thing I actually need to figure out, is what indicator can mark out the session lows and highs for me, just to make it easier. And I'm actually going to quickly ask that in the chat. Okay, now that's dealt with. Let's see what I ended off of today. So we saw the manipulation, which was originally a move to the downside, and then it immediately started making a rip up. Actually, no, let's just go over this not in bar replay, instead of, because that's just some dilly-dallying shit, bro. So, high key, what I did, first trade, alright, I took 3 trades, and I over-risked hella. Pretty bad of me, pretty disappointed. The first trade was basically exactly this. I entered here. What did I enter off of? Let's figure this out. Let's see. I think we had the 15-minute gap, and then we had this 15-minute gap, and then we had this 5-minute inversion as well, right here. So once we tapped the 5-minute inversion, I'm pretty sure that's what I traded off of. Something along those lines. Anyways, I ended up getting entered in down here. We started making a decent push to the downside, and so I moved stops to break even. And inevitably, today's price action was dog shit. Like, truly, it was horrible. I got stopped at a break even. Alright, so then I saw another nice entry on a 3-minute inverse, or no, what was it? I think it was also just another 1-minute inverse. Anyways, all really bad trades. So this was basically the same trade. I don't know, the confirmation was looking so strong to the downside that I was willing to trade it. And on this last one, I kind of moved my stops to the swing high, as I should have done originally, instead of over trading and over leveraging. And little disappointed in myself. So as of today, my promise for the rest of the week is to only take one trade per day. I can choose whether to de-risk and only trade 1 unit. I can choose to trade with regular risk of 2 units, or I can decide to be a little riskier and trade on 3 units if I'm super confident in a setup. Anyways, the big trade for the day was, we saw this, where are we here? 4-minute inversion that has not been tapped into yet, and it was about the only high time frame between the 1 and 5-minute inversion that was visible. So basically you waited all this time for an inversion. We got to this point. I set an alert right up here, and by that time I was at school halfway through my first class, and I was looking at this and I was just thinking, yo, this 4-minute gap has been touched. We tap below and then tap back in. Continued to get touched, as we can see, and we didn't even move to the consolidation low, and we didn't move to the London session low. So overall today was a bit of a trading day. I lost $3,000 on the day, so pretty much my account is set back to 100K. I'm at a complete L right now. Not great. Yeah, not great. So either way, fuck it, we ball. I'm in a Discord server right now, and I was just kind of trading with a few other fellers this morning. All of these trades, entirely my fault. These were all pre-news. I should not have traded anyways. I don't care how A+ the setup was looking. I should not have traded it. So that's another thing. If there's news at 7 or 7:30, actually no. If there's news at 7, I will absolutely not trade before 7. So that's 2 things for the day. Let me hop on my journaling so I can get all this locked in. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Nightly routine journaling. Okay. Do not give into FOMO. If price action is questionable, sit back and okay, so first note for the day: do not give into FOMO. If price action looks questionable, sit back and wait till better confirmation arises. 2, do not overtrade and over leverage. And previously I was really good at this, and I fell off the bandwagon. I guess that's what I get for the first day being back in 2 weeks, and my psychology having been off for the last while. So do not give in to FOMO. Do not overtrade and over leverage. Stick to 1 trade per day for 1 full week. Okay. Do not trade before news. All right. There's the journal for the day. I actually pre-entered kind of my journaling. I saw a great entry, but I gave into FOMO before news came out. Entered on wrong amount of units. Oh, that's what happened as well. Here, I entered in on 2 units instead of 1. I was okay with fucking up, pardon my language, I was okay with messing up 3 trades if I was only risking 1 unit per trade. But trading 4 units in 1 day is high-key overkill. I mean, even 3 units in 1 day is a little overkill. Obviously, talking in terms of NASDAQ, it's a little different on ES because its contract sizes are different. Anyways, very, very far from my proudest trading day. Definitely feeling a little disappointed in myself, but it's okay. I need to learn how to manage my risk better. And it might be a good idea for me to be trading on micro instead of actual E-mini future, like E-mini NASDAQ. So I'll probably switch to micro just so I can manage my risk a little more accurately. Yeah. Definitely not my proudest day, but that's alright. We will improve and do better. What else do I have to say for this video? Tomorrow, let's see what news we have. Okay, no news day tomorrow. We might have some yellow folder. Let's double check. We have yellow folder. That's chill. I'm willing to trade tomorrow. No problem. Alright. The rest of the week, I'm honestly alright with trading. Friday, I'm going to be a little suspect. We have average hourly earnings, non-farm employment, unemployment rate, and preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. So Friday's probably going to be a no-go for me. I might sit back and watch, and if prices chill after 7, which is when the last bit of news comes out, I'll be happy to trade it. Tuesday, yellow folder news, insignificant. I'll be trading it for sure, which is tomorrow. Wednesday, 5:15, we have non-farm employment, and at 7 we have ISM PMI and job openings. So I'm fine to trade that so long as price action's looking decent after that. Massive week of red folder news, unfortunately, but that's alright. What else? Yeah, I think that kind of sums up the week. Thursday's unemployment claims, and once again, same thing. If price action looks good after that happens, chill. That's fine. I will trade. And honestly, looking at all of the strategies I've tested out so far, the one that I'm finding the best entries on is hands down this AMD model. There's so many different opportunities for you to find a solid entry, and it's very systematic compared to the other strategies that I've tried. So we're going to stick with AMD. We're going to see how this week goes. If I make 10% on the paper account, this will be my deal. If I make 10% on the paper account, I will 100% do an eval. I think I'm going to do, like I said, I said this yesterday, and I've been saying this. I'm gonna do eval anyways, so I can learn. You know, I want to learn. So that's gonna be happening regardless. But I'm gonna say I can confidently step into attempting an eval if I'm able to make 10% on this account by the end of the week. I think that's realistic. I've done it before. I can do it again. I just got to get locked in. Today was unfortunate in terms of price action, but I also over leveraged and over traded. So if this account by the end of the week is at 110 or more, which as of right now it's at 100.213. I shouldn't say that. It's at 100,213. If it's at 110,000 or more by the end of the week, by Friday, then I will definitely be hopping in with pretty decent confidence into an eval. That's pretty much all I've got to say for today. I actually am going to do a backtesting session is what I'm going to do. And what I'll do, start new select date, we'll go to November and we'll do our AMD strat. Okay, so I still do like to make a bias with this strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 minute, 5:30, 15 minute, 5:45, 6:15. Okay, we should be 1 minute before market open. Hourly says bullish, 4 hours is bullish. Okay, so what do we have? We have an hourly order block. Actually, we'll use the 4 hour candle. Let's pop on some quick little music. And I want to take a quick look at this Discord. Let's do this. ICT kill zones and pivots. Sorry, I kind of have to mess around with this a little bit. UTC -8. Is that the same thing? Because And can I... Okay, why is this so huge, bro? Can I change this to be session drawing limit 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. That should do us pretty well. I'd kind of like to get rid of the kill zone boxes. I don't really mess with that. Okay, so that's actually all good. It's just, can I like make this so it's not so because I'd like to be able to see volume. Actually, I guess I can just see volume here. Okay, let's lock in. Bullish, 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 bush, bush, bush. Okay. Let's pull up our strategy just so we can get it super locked in. I just want to make sure I'm literally doing it perfectly right the entire week, just so I can get it engraved in my brain. Okay. Do we call that 530 manipulation? I think we kind of do. But it looks like we're experiencing our consolidation here. Well, let's see. I think we're five-minute gap here. What is the most valid inversion on? I guess the 5-minute. The 4-minute is a little bit more significant, so I kind of like that better. It's not much of a difference though. Oh, I think it's literally the exact same. Oh no, it's definitely smaller. So I'll use the 4-minute inversion. And we'll pop on the 2 minute. Or actually, we'll just pop in the 1 minute. Okay, so London, or all the Asian session high and low are gone. London high doesn't exist. That can't be right. That seems really weird. Let me try a different ICT. Let's get rid of that. I don't like that. Yeah, sorry, I'm really getting off of what I'm trying to do here, but kill zones. You know, let's just stick with what we have. Okay, on the 1 minute, what are we looking for? Let's see. We're looking for PD array and then the highest time frame inversion. So, is there any better inversions on the top side of this? 3 minute. Not so far. Let's see what we can get. Okay, that's 6:30 manipulation for sure. And okay. 2 minute, 1 minute, nothing. 3 minute, 4 minute, nothing. I'd like to see an inversion develop, dude. Any higher time frame inversions that I can use? 5 minute, 4 minute, 3 minute. Okay, can we make a decent inversion off of this? Keep pushing down hard and do not wake up. Okay, potential for an inversion. Cap. Hello. Is it gonna move or it's not? Okay, so nothing on the 2, nothing on the 3, nothing on the 4, nothing nothing on the 5. Still looking for a 1 minute version of some sort, dude. Okay, now we can do something with that. Does it exist in the 3 minute? Does it exist in the 4 minute? It exists in the 3 minute. We take that. Alright, let's move that there. What do we do after this? Move down still. Move down still. Okay. Now, does it exist in the 5 minute? Yes. Now that's a high time for inversion we look for. Okay. 1 minute. Let's see what we do. If we can retap into the fair value gap that we already created with the inverse, if possible, and maybe close in it, I'm okay with that actually. Okay. Push above the 5 minute gap. Are we still looking bullish on the day? Okay. Heavily not. 30 minute. 1 hour, 4 hour. Heavily not. Okay. 30 minute. No, we took out DA's insertion high a while ago. If we could let's just see what we do in the 1 minute here. So technically here's our PD array, is this 5 minute, but we seem to be filling above. So does it move into a 15? No, it remains as a 5 minute. Down here, 4 minute, 3 minute, nothing. 5 minute, nothing. Okay. I'm guessing that is us reaching all new all-time highs? No. Not at all. Okay, I didn't see that we had swept out these not previous day highs, but that's a pretty significant level. And we tapped into this hourly gap and we filled it out. Was there a bigger one on the 4 hour? Okay, well, we manipulated into that, I guess, a couple times. Alright. Where do we move from here? I'm assuming we continue down. Okay. Just because it's only a 1 minute inversion, I'm not really going to pay much attention to that. While this is a 5 minute. So once we push below this, set to should be getting entered in, hopefully. Nothing. Looks like the 1 minute may have been the entry. Dang, that sucks. Because we probably, oh yeah, we reached London session lows quick and dumped way down to where? Let's find out. Probably previous day lows. Boom, boom, boom. Previous day lows and the day before that. And then, man, lows that hadn't been seen in ages. So here, that's probably where we finally swept. And I'm guessing started to make a slow move back up. Okay, well, we'll trade the Friday. I'd like to get one profitable trade in before I log off for the night. So that shall be what I do. Okay, Asian high and low once again. Just sugar. There's our consolidation. We're not doing a whole lot off of open. So here's our consolidation breakout high. And where are we at on the daily? I'm guessing it looks like what probably happened is ES went down, took out the London session low, and we made an SMT with it. I'm pretty chill with that, honestly. We do. Okay. And then we had this 5 minute. It's probably the beefiest one that we have. Okay, now we need to find an inversion. We have this 4 minute. Actually, let's see. I'd like to see a push out of the PD array first. I close above if possible. Okay, well, we're getting a second bit of consolidation here. Making a second push for the session low. What time are we at here? 8:14. Yeah, that's really not ideal. Okay. We finally close above. What do we have in the 5 minute? Nothing. 4 minute. Nothing. 3 minute. Nothing. 2 minute. One minute. This is our best bet at a not ideal, but maybe we make something better. Oh, okay. So we'll buy 2 here. And we will put our stops at this, and we will put our take profit at this high, which is just the consolidation high, and we'll place it at the body just for safety, and we will assess our risk. Looks like about a 1, 2, 3.5. What does market give us with this? Bit of consolidation, move up. Bit of a consolidated push for sure. Moves down, just about ticked out, and take profit hit. Boom. That's our trade for the day. We probably could have targeted higher highs, such as these and these. Let's just see how that would have played out. Yeah, it already looks like we would have. Definitely the first one, not the second one. But we would have exited out at 9:30, which would have been actually okay. I'm happy with exiting out of the consolidation high. In a real trading day, what I would have done probably is set first take profit at the consolidation high, so right here, and second take profit at this high. But solid little trade. That makes up for our loss this morning for sure, though it was not a trade on actual demo. It was a good backtesting trade. Pretty happy with that. At least we have indicators set up for tomorrow. Let's get rid of this session. 5G's profit and backtesting. Okay, we journaled. We went through our trades from the morning, which were poo. We back tested, pretty locked in with the AMD. Leave. And let's hop back on the daily. And get rid of all of this crap from previous day, because that will no longer matter. Wait, I'm just gonna check that this is all correct, because the London session low was not there, it was here. It was at 496. And that's 25,511. And this is 1 a.m. Do I have this set up wrong? What is PST and GMT? Okay, well that can't be right. GMT is not adjusted to reflect daylight savings time changes. Well, this is what makes sense. This can't be right, man. Minus 8. I'm gonna, okay, yeah, sorry for dilly dallying. I'm gonna have to play around with that for a little bit and figure out why that is that. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow. We went over lots of stuff today. Did good. Y'all have yourselves a great evening. If you're watching this when it gets uploaded. Yeah. Peace for now. Thank y'all for watching.